4 spark plugs we're going to want to replace. We're going to start with our first one right here, and this is the ignition boot. We're going to use our spark plug wire pliers, reach down and pull that boot off of the spark plug. Go ahead and pull that boot off to the side. Using a 16mm deep spark plug socket and extension, we're going to go ahead down and loosen that. And we'll spin that right out. Gonna place our spark plug in our socket, lower it down, and we're going to start this by hand, slowly threading that back into the engine. Spin it as far as we can. Until that snugs up. I'm going to go ahead and torque the spark plug down to 18 foot-pounds. I'm going to apply a little bit of dielectric grease on the inside of this spark plug boot right here. I'm going to spin that around, get this lined up. I'm going to push this boot down on top of the spark plug. And use our pliers here to go ahead and push this back down and on. I'm going to go ahead and replace the next spark plug in. And we're replacing these two on the passenger side of the engine because these two are the more complicated ones to get to. Once you get these two done, repeat the same steps for the other side of the engine. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect our injector connector right here, just using the pliers here to pinch that connector and pop that off. Pull that harness off to the side. Using our pliers, we're going to go down and get to the spark plug boot and pull that off of the spark plug. Now once we get the boot off, we're actually going to feed it down forward to the front portion of the intake, just to get it out of the way. So pull that wire down out of the way. We want to get to that spark plug that's down inside. And go ahead and lower the new spark plug down in. And go ahead and start threading that in by hand. Go ahead and torque this down to 18 foot-pounds. So I did apply a little bit of dielectric grease to the inside of the boot. I'm going to go ahead and spin the boot around now and finagle that onto the spark plug. And once we get that lined up, we can use our pliers to get on in there and just kind of press that down and on. Go ahead and grab your injector connector. Line that up, press it on. There you go. Now you want to go ahead and repeat those steps for the driver's side of the engine.